Did you think we were talking about two, or did you think we were talking about one? Because if you've been watching closely, then you'll notice that there's a hidden one. If you believe the headlines, well, we are in the biggest AI boom since the internet revolution. Except what the headlines won't tell you is that there are actually two AI booms happening right now, simultaneously, while most leaders are betting on the wrong one, and you might be too. So listen in because this is just for you. And that wrong bet is going to cost them everything in 2026. I'm Simone Fagan, fractional CTO, and for the last 21 years, I have implemented over thousands of technology solutions across healthcare, small businesses, medium-sized businesses, and enterprises. But today, I am going to show you which boom actually builds wealth and which one burns money, and how to tell the difference before you actually waste your money on another quarter. So let's dive into it. I want to start with the most obvious boom, which is the one that probably most of us have been paying attention to. The one that you're seeing everywhere, TechCrunch, LinkedIn, your inbox, every vendor pitch, right? And the 2025 AI funding hit record highs. I mean, we're talking billions poured into AI startups. Every SaaS company suddenly had an AI powered slapped on top of their product page. And those enterprise contracts with AI in the title, they were commanding 30 to 40% per price premiums. So the metrics, they look incredible. AI adoption rates up to 67% year over year. 83% of companies now have AI initiatives. AI job postings, they tripled. Venture capital in AI has surpassed crypto as we speak. So the boom is real, it's loud, it's well funded, which is what confuses most of us, and it's impossible to ignore. But here's what those numbers don't tell you. How many of those AI initiatives are still stuck in pilot purgatory? Well, most of them. What percentage are actually delivering ROI? Less than 30%. And how many of those AI job postings are creating net new value versus just replacing existing roles? So the ratio isn't what you think. And what happens when the AI price premium evaporates, because literally every product claims AI. It's already starting. The boom is creating massive noise, and that noise is drowning out the boom that actually builds sustainable competitive advantage. So while everyone else is chasing AI tools, there is a much more silent boom happening. And this is where the real wealth and competitive moats are being built heading into 2026. I call it the infrastructure boom. So this boom has four separate components. And if you're not building these, you're not building anything that lasts. The first one is data governance systems. Organizations that spent the last year building proper data governance aren't just AI ready. You're now monetizing their data infrastructure. They can train custom model faster and cheaper than their competitors. They can also ensure compliance in regulated industry like healthcare, finance, legal, and they are creating proprietary AI advantages that can't be replicated by just buying another SaaS tool. The second one is AI operations capabilities. The companies winning aren't the ones with the most AI tools. They are the ones who built model monitoring systems to catch model drift before it impacts the business, right? Performance measurement frameworks so that they actually know what good looks like. And scalability architecture, well, that let them move from pilot to production in weeks and not years. The third one is human plus AI workflow design. So this one is really critical. This is the boom with the longest lasting competitive advantage. Organizations that invested in redesigning workflows, not just plugging AI into existing broken processes, they're seeing 10 to 15 times productivity gains. Not 1.5, not 2 times, but 10 to 15 times. So they're seeing higher employee retention because AI augments rather than threatens. And they're also seeing faster innovation cycles because the entire system is designed for iteration. Now, the fourth one I'm seeing is AI literacy at scale. Companies that train the entire workforce on AI competencies and not just tools, but competencies, they're creating internal talent pipelines that eliminate dependency on expensive AI consultants, scarce AI specialists, and also vendor lock-in. These four infrastructure categories represent the silent boom, the invisible one. It's not getting headlines. It's not attracting splashy funding rounds, but it is building the foundation for the next decade of competitive advantage. So here's the pattern. I'm seeing everywhere: healthcare systems, digital startups, enterprise organizations, small businesses, founders, entrepreneurs. Executives read about the AI funding boom, right? They panic about being left behind. They fast track AI adoption tools, and then they skip the infrastructure work. Their pilots fail to stall, and then they conclude, you know what? AI just doesn't work for our industry. This is the AI boom trap, the narrative around adoption that creates urgency by bypassing strategy. And here's why this matters heading into 2026. The easy AI wins, they're over. The fun tricks, the quick gains, right? In 2023 to 2024, you could get quick wins from ChatGPT for content creation, AI note-taking tools, basic automation, but those were the low-hanging fruits. So everyone's already picked that fruit now. The next level of AI value requires infrastructure. And infrastructure, it takes time. It takes investment. It takes a strategic patience that the boom narrative actively discourages. So if you want to know whether your organization is chasing the hype, the boom, or the building for the infrastructure boom, I've got 3 questions for you. Okay. Question 1, can you measure your current AI ROI? If your answer is we're still gathering data or it's too early to tell, that's the hype boom. Infrastructure boom answers sounds like specific metrics on time saved, revenue generated, or cost reduced. Your second question is, how many AI pilots have you scaled to production? If your answer is we have 15 pilots running, that's code for 15 experiments with no path to scale. That's hype boom. Infrastructure boom answers, it sounds like this. We have 3 to 5 in production and a clear framework for moving pilots to scale. Now, question 3, what happens if your primary AI vendor doubles their prices or shuts down tomorrow? Hype boom answer is this. You panic because you're completely dependent, right? Infrastructure boom answer is minimal disruption because you built vendor agnostic infrastructure. So if you answer the questions on the left, you're riding the hype boom, right? And that boom is about to get very expensive with very little to show for it. So here's the stark reality as we head into 2026. The AI funding boom will continue. Tools will proliferate. Vendors will pitch harder than they ever have before. Your competitors will also announce AI initiatives, and the pressure to do something with AI, it will intensify. But the AI infrastructure boom that will accelerate even faster, and the gap between organizations with strong foundations and those just chasing tools, it's going to widen. So by Q2 2026, is going to be obvious which companies built for sustainable AI advantage and which ones just collected expensive pilots. So here's what you do based on where you are right now. If you're early in your AI journey, you want to stop buying tools. You want to start building data governance. Focus on one high value use case and build it all the way to production. And then invest in AI literacy training for your core team. If you're in pilot purgatory, pick your very best pilot, build the infrastructure to scale, and end the rest. Seriously, because pilot sprawl is a resource drain disguised as innovation. And if you're already scaling AI, document what's working. Your infrastructure playbook is your competitive moat. Build vendor optionality. And also develop internal AI expertise because the talent market is tightening. So here's what I had a conversation about with a healthcare CTO recently, who was panicking about falling behind in the AI boom. So you're not falling behind, you're avoiding the trap. The real AI boom, it isn't measured in the number of AI tools adopted or the size of your AI budget or how many pilots you're running. The real AI boom is measured in sustainable competitive advantages that you have built, measurable value that you can prove, and infrastructure that compounds over time. So the funding boom, it will peak and correct, it always does. The infrastructure boom, that's just getting started. So I want you to ask yourself, which boom are you building for? If this has helped you to see the AI landscape a little bit differently, I want you to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to go deeper on building AI infrastructure that actually scales, check out the links below. I'm Simone, signing off with Apelli, and I'll see you in the next one.